What is going on, everybody, and welcome back. In this video, we're going to cover your road to your first $1,000 online, leveraging stuff that you know already how to talk about and building a personal brand online. And just to give you an outline, this is everything we are going to cover today. I don't want to waste any time, so let's get after it. So first, we have to identify, do you have an offer? Yes or no? Let's just go through no first. So no, you have another decision tree. Are you going to want to offer your own product, or are you going to want to promote other people's products via affiliate marketing? That term has been thrown around on my content in the past and is very popular right now in the realm of social media. So we need to figure out whether or not you want to build your own product first or promote other people's products. And to do that, you have to do a little bit of soul searching. And regardless of what you want to do, I have a couple exercises on how you can actually either find products or come up with your own product to promote. And to do so, I want to identify your passions if you're going to promote your own product. So we're going to go through and identifying a passion exercise. And if you want to promote other people's products, I want to show you how to do effective product research, because there is a right way to do things and a wrong way to do things. And this is how I learned from very big affiliate marketers in the past. So I'm going to walk you through these right now. Okay, so first, let's identify your passion. Let's just say you said, Connor, I want to actually promote myself and my own products or service because I get more control over that. Perfect. Let's identify what you know how to talk about and what you want to talk about on camera. So you're going to want to get out a piece of paper so we can actually figure out what you want to do. So I want you to set a timer for 60 seconds and write down as many things that you are passionate about and or have knowledge about. Like a problem that you've had in the past, you've found a solution to it, now you've kicked that problem in the butt. Write all those things down for 60 seconds. After that time, you're going to want to cross out the items that you don't necessarily either feel qualified or really jazzed up about talking about it on camera. The ones that are left is going to be the ones that we can actually use as contenders to talk about and build our brand around on social media. And I do this because, contrary to all the fluff that you see on social media, building a legitimate business online is actually kind of difficult. It's time consuming, and the ability to move quickly is difficult, especially when you have time constraints, right? I have a full-time job myself, and I'm a dad, a husband, yada, 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 yada. So time is an issue for me. So I have to really find time to film content in these videos, and in order to do that, I have to know what I'm passionate about, right? And that's teaching you how to build your brand online. And you have to get into the mindset of thinking like an entrepreneur. You're going to have failures, right? But the only way to legit fail in business is to quit or give up. And the ability and the idea of failing forward really needs to get ingrained in your brain, right? Because failures are always lessons as long as you're not quitting. So by promoting your passions, it really makes you less likely to quit when you face these hardships throughout your online business journey, right? It's going to get tough. You're going to find times where you may get a hater online, or you are talking to some clients and you're not getting a lot of traction. Those are the points, and really pivotal points, that a lot of people are going to end up quitting. So really promoting your passions will help minimize the likelihood that you're going to quit when things get tough. So now that you have your list, you're going to have to do some soul searching and actually pick one and go with it, right? Tips on how to pick one. You want to find one that actually has a market, right? Your passion for note cards may not cut it, because there's probably not a lot of people on there that also share that same passions of note cards. But if there is, you might want to let me know so I can change this video. You can also research whatever niche or market on Google. See how big that particular market is. Is it growing? Is it declining? Is it staying relatively neutral? And then next, you want to find some competitors, ideally 5 to 10 on social media platforms where your potential customers or clients hang out, and see what kind of position they are in, see what kind of product or services they're offering. And then get an idea of, is this kind of the content that I want to, build my brand around? And if it is, and you check if it's a growing market and you find some competitors, you're like, hey, you know what, this might be for me. Then yeah, I think you found your passions. So let's move on. So now let's say, Connor, I don't want to promote myself and my own products or passions. I want to actually just promote other people's products, which is totally fine. That's how I started. And I think that's a noble cause, and especially requires a little less work, right? Because you don't have to see the marketing from A to Z, right? You just drive the traffic. But again, you're building your brand because people don't buy products, they buy you. So here's how I learned how to appropriately vet affiliate programs, and I use a 3-step process. So things to ask yourself when you type in on Google your niche or whatever market you decide to go into: is this company legitimate? Do they have credible software? Are they featured anywhere like Business Insider, Google, Yahoo, yada, yada, yada? And what do they sell, right? Because if you're going to sell someone else's product, you add that extra layer of your personal authenticity. People buy from you, but they also are going to buy from the company that you're promoting. So they both have to be reputable. And then next, check out the affiliate stats. What's the commission rate? Is it a higher commission structure? Is it a lower commission structure? Ideally, the higher commission structure, the better, because the more you get paid. What's the cookie window? And a cookie window, if you don't know what a cookie window is basically how long, if I were to send a person to a website and they don't buy on the first time, because most people don't buy on the first time, how long that cookie window is. If it's 90 days, if they come back within a 90-day period and they buy something, even if it's not the thing that you sent them to, you get a commission. And last but not least, are they on social media, right? We're building online businesses here. So your authenticity for you and the business, again, is super important. So do they have social proof on social media? If they have one follower, it doesn't really bode well as far as credibility. So if you think you found a winner, you're going to want to start testing some numbers and see if it's worth promoting, right? Especially if you're going to run ads. Not really ideal for the beginner, and I don't necessarily recommend running ads from the beginner because that costs money, and this is all about road to 1,000 using organic marketing strategies. But I want to mention that in case you were going that route. So if you're going to do organic methods like I'm going to teach you in this section, don't really worry about the calculator because the commission structure is what you're going to get. So once they check off your list, and you're going to want to start applying to them. And some affiliate networks that I want to talk about are, if you don't know what an affiliate network is, this is a middleman. This is something that a company signs up to so they can handle all of their marketing and they can just dealing with the sales, right? So some examples would be ClickBank. I know you've heard of ClickBank, CJ Affiliate, Pepper Jam. These are all examples. So these guys are awesome because you only have to apply to the network once, and you, for the most part, get access to some pretty great brands. And not all of the brands will be relevant to you, but you can filter to vet programs within there. So if you're going into the fishing niche, you're ideally going to want to filter out all of the pet products and DFY furniture and things like that, because you just want to know how to promote fishing products. So since they are the middleman, the commission structure is going to be a lot lower. So you have to take that into consideration when you're applying to such programs. It's still great though if you're getting started. Plus, you'll get paid from one place, which is different from individual platforms. So if you've got 5 different affiliate programs you're a part of, you may run into the problem of getting paid from different sources, which has its pros and cons. So in my opinion, you can either use one or the other, but if you're starting out and you're going to do paid ads, you have a better chance of breaking even with individual platforms. And regardless, again, since we're using organic marketing strategies, I still would recommend individual platforms because your commission structure is going to be higher. And at the end of the day, we want to get our $1,000 as quickly as possible. So now you know how to apply to affiliate programs and or figure out what you're passionate about so you can then promote your own product or service. Okay, let's hop back to the roadmap and go back through it. So we are now back on the map, the roadmap to our first $1,000. So we've identified either our passion if we're going to promote our own product, and we know how to now do effective research if we're going to promote someone else's product. So now things to ask yourself: is the offer proven? Yes or no? No. Well, we need to kind of reiterate and go back and do more product research to find proven offers, right? Is there social media credible? How's the commission structure? Things like that. Do people actually enjoy that product? Because the quickest way to lose trust in an audience and quickly kill your business is to promote shitty products, either yours or someone else's, right? And you have to make sure that you're promoting quality products. So if it's proven, Yes, great, we can go on to the next step, which I'll talk about shortly. If it's not, we need to kind of reiterate and find products that are proven. And that's really for other people's products. If you're promoting your own offer, especially in the beginning, it's not going to be proven. You have to physically prove that offer to the market. And you do this by working for free, getting client testimonials, building your own social proof, and proving really to yourself and the market that you are a legitimate, credible resource to buy from. So as you build your case studies and testimonials by working for free or at a severe discount and really just over delivering to your clients for your own offer, only then can you move from that no category to yes, my offer is proven, because it's all about social proof at the end of the day and really being confident in your own ability to deliver that transformation to your clients. So let's just say now, yes, our offer is proven. Now we want to identify your niche and passion. And I kind of reiterate what we kind of went through with identifying your passion exercise or effective product research, right? If you're going to go into the fishing category, then you kind of know your niche, right? It's going to be fishermen, fisherwomen, people that are struggling to fish. And to backtrack, if you already have an offer, you can go ahead and skip right to identifying that niche or passion. So next, you want to go ahead and build a following. Now, Connor, how do you build a following? Well, you build a following by one, identifying who that client avatar is or that ideal customer, that you want to sell to. And things to think about when you're really honing in on that client avatar is, what are their pain points? What do they struggle with on a daily basis? So if you're, again, I'm going to be congruent here and stay with the fishing example. If you're going to be a fisherman, right, odds are you're going to be, if you're struggling to catch fish, find good spots, what bait to use, what time of day you're going to go fishing, odds are you're probably going to go to social media or Google to figure out a solution to those problems. And for you, if you're going to be in the fisherman space and become that authority in that space, you're going to want to talk to that person, that individual that you come up with, that client avatar, and really talk about those pain points throughout your content. And I call those content pillars. It goes like this: a problem. What emotion does that person feel with respect to that problem? And then the solution is your unique offer, either your own product or service or someone else's product or service that is vetted and reputable that you could recommend to this particular individual to solve that problem. So a problem is, I'm not catching fish. It really pisses me off that I get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, call out of work sick so I can go fishing, and I fish for 5 hours and I catch diddly squat. That really pisses me off and frustrates me. I'm on social media looking at your TikTok page, and oh my God, you just gave me really good value on things to look out for when I'm either picking a location or time of day to go to catch more fish, right? That is the solution that I want. So that's how you build a following. And it's definitely getting harder and harder to build followings, specifically on TikTok, because now ads are taking over and the organic reach is dropping each and every single day. But do not fear. As long as you can really identify your client avatar, your content pillars, and speak to that with congruency and confidence, you are going to be in the running to create an engaged following. Because at the end of the day, followers does not equivalent to paying customers, right? I know large accounts, hundreds of thousands of followers that aren't making very much money. And I know for a fact followers or content creators who have 2,000 to 3,000 followers who are making upwards of $40,000 each and every single month. So numbers do not matter. It's how engaged your followers are and having that really engaged community. And this leads me to my next point. So building a following on platform. And then you're going to want to push them into a community on and off the platform, right? You're going to automatically have that engaged community of loyal followers if you're talking to that client avatar on the platform. But to be honest with you, this is all short form content. 15, 30 seconds, sometimes up to a minute to 5 minutes at most if you're lucky. But people's attention spans are so quick, right? Never in history have we been exposed to this kind of content and level of dopamine that hits our brains, and we are constantly scrolling aimlessly to no avail, right? We're just scrolling, and it's really messing with our brain. But that's a story for a different day. So ideally, you want to build that follows list, take them off platform, put them in a private community. That can be a Facebook group, a Discord channel. I use Telegram, which is a private messaging app for my paying clients. So they have direct access to me, right? That is going to level yourself up as that figure of authority. And what is the goal of actually building a community on and off the platform? You're 7-hour ruling them. You're putting content in front of them, right? A lot of you folks that watch me and Kyle on TikTok, you guys watch a lot of our content. You engage with a lot of our content. You know at this point that we are reputable. We know what we are talking about. But a lot of you probably aren't going to buy from us. So how do we do that? We put you into a Facebook group community. We continue to nurture you with long-form content to further solidify, remove any kind of objections and doubt in your brain that maybe these guys don't know what they're talking about. Yeah, well, we actually do, because we're putting out content just like this in our Facebook group every single week. And then really to further prove the market and really craft that unique offer, you need to have conversations with your clients, right? So you know who you're targeting. You have that ideal client avatar. You have your content pillars, so the messaging is resonating with those people. But then you really need to kind of double click on that and really figure out their problems, right? Because we have maybe 5 or 10 items that we think are problems, but we don't know unless we ask. So start having conversations with them in the comments, in the DMs. Get on a call with them, a discovery call, on a Zoom call. I know I talked to plenty of you guys on Zoom. Have conversations with them and take notes. Really figure out what they're struggling with so you can come in with either knowledge you already possess or knowledge that you can obtain through books, courses, YouTube, Google, and craft it in a way that's unique and will provide that transformation, because you are a scam until proven otherwise, right? Especially if you're offering your own product or services. So by having conversations and nurturing with long-form content, you are going to create that perfect storm to position yourself as the authority in the market and sell more stuff. So that goes into the next point. So you're going to want to sell your product or service, and you're going to want to continue to reiterate based on that market feedback. Just because you have paying clients now does not mean that you should stop nurturing them with long-form content. That does not mean that you should quit having conversations in the DMs, because you will fail in the long term if you do not do so. We are going for an evergreen product here. We are going to want to last in the long term. If you really are serious about building an online business, you have to treat it as a business. And Coca-Cola does millions and millions of dollars each and every single year in product research. So if they're doing that and they're making billions of dollars, why reinvent the wheel? Let's just go with what's working. Have those conversations with those people. Now if you have paying clients at this point, have conversations with your clients. Make sure that you're meeting that mark. Over-deliver on the transformation that you're giving them. Just because you told them one thing and you're offering a 4-week service, or just because you give them a program that is going to teach them how to catch more fish, over-deliver, right? Meet up with them once a week. Tell them, hey, how you doing? How can I help you? What are you struggling with? Give them other stuff for free, right? Stuff that you don't necessarily advertise. That's all about over-delivery. And then as you reiterate, you're going to make more money. So one thing I want to talk about here now is basically how to get people off platform, right? So I primarily teach TikTok and omnipresence, right? Using short form content to drive leads through my business. And ideally, you're going to put them in a lead magnet, and this is, or put them into that community. But first, you can either have them opt in, give them something for free. That's a lead magnet, and that can be a PDF, blah, 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 or free trainings like this. Free trainings is really working right now at the time of this video. So I would really recommend getting on camera, making some kind of content that you can give out to your followers for free. And then next, you can either bring them to a bridge page. I like to bring them into my personal private Facebook group community where I can engage with them and nurture them that way. And then only when they are ready, they have seen enough of my content, I'm going to send them to the order page to either sell my product or services or someone else's product or services. And then I'm going to make that money and continue to reiterate as I mentioned previously. And this down here really is an exchanging of emails, right? It's just another way to lead nurture, right? So ideally, as you continue to grow and build your business, I would really recommend having them in a private Facebook group community. And then when you have live trainings and stuff, you have their email list, you pump their email full of, hey, listen, I'm going live in my Facebook group. Hey, listen, I'm going live in my Facebook group. Hey, listen, check out this training. Hey, listen, check out this blog. Because at the end of the day, you need to stay relevant in your potential customer or client avatar's eyes in order for them to sell. And that is it, folks. So if you stuck with me to the end, you now have a roadmap to making your first $1,000 online. If you guys have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. Put a comment below. Let me know if you guys like this training, and I'll see you guys in the next one.